Now, it is with great pleasure that I introduce this year's graduate speaker. All the way from Meharry Medical College in Nashville, Tennessee. Please help me welcome Camila Brown.
Good evening. I must admit that when I received the invitation to come before you all today by Dr. Reedland, I felt nervous, shocked, slightly confused, and thankful, while simultaneously trying to hold back an overwhelming feeling that I could not quite describe. Well, later that evening, while speaking with my aunt, we discovered that those were tears of joy, carrying an immense load of memory. And yes, I did text Dr. Reedland and let her know that I cried like a baby after she gave me the invitation. You see, the dream for me is not an extension of my family. The dream is my family. So I am grateful to have this platform tonight to give you a small piece of my story, but more importantly, to tell you how an achievable dream has been an incredible component to my journey of survival. I am somebody. An achievable dream loves me. I can go to college if I work hard. Some of my most memorable slogans recited each and every day at the Dream. So I was raised in downtown Newport News in poverty, where my single mother worked as an in-home daycare provider, supporting myself, my two older brothers, and my younger foster brother. For most of my life, my mother was ill, suffering from a disease called sarcoidosis. And the majority of my childhood consisted of being a caretaker for her. In 1998, my mother made a decision that would change and refine my life forever. She enrolled me in an Achievable Dream Academy, a program conceived with the belief that in a system designed against us, when given equal level of education, we could all succeed. And Mr. Sigaloff was correct. A girl like me, with inevitable potential but limited resources and access to advanced education, simply needed a chance, an unconfined way to grow my personal visions. Demographic statistics show that students just like me who face similar disparities typically have a different outlook on life, leaving education secondary. My mother had faith that by enrolling me in this academy, the skills and passion for education will be instilled in areas of my life that she could not fulfill on her own. A few years later, my mother remarried, but in 5 very short years, we experienced one of the most traumatic realities of our lives. In 2004, my stepfather died in a freak accident at work. Shortly thereafter, my mother's health steadily declined to a point of terminal illness. It was at this point of my life that I felt a rushing wind of continuous tribulations that could soon spiral completely out of control. At the age of 17, I lost my mother, and 6 months later, her mother, my grandmother, died. So now, living alone with my foster brother, I had some critical decisions to make that would shape my entire existence. Each situation happening around me seemed indicative of justified failure. It seemed as though my true purpose was being questioned. But that didn't last long. It was then that I truly found my power through resilience. I tenaciously grabbed and watered my character of perseverance and strength. I reminded myself of the slogan, I am somebody. And I decided that the determinant of my destiny was simple: keep going. My family, loved ones, and friends helped to stand in the gap during these times of despair. But one thing about overcoming obstruction is that it is really only you that can get yourself over those hurdles. An Achievable Dream is responsible for helping me develop my inner grit, my effort towards long-term goals. They assisted us in rejecting predictions of failure by aiding us in developing character, morals, ethics, and integrity. They made promises to us: and they remained consistent even after graduation. An Achievable Dream also protected us. While attending the academy, I never really felt undeserved or underrepresented, although in actuality, I was. So facing the reality of social injustice outside those walls could have been just as traumatizing as some of our experiences had they not equipped us. With etiquette classes and speaking green, we learned how to represent ourselves proudly and professionally. No matter what society said about us, I was ready. Since then, I've lost my father, paternal grandmother, 2 uncles, and a dear cousin, all while trying to pursue a career in the field of dentistry as an independent student. And through it all, an Achievable Dream Academy never left my side. I'm often asked, how? How did you make it through? And like the great Nelson Mandela once said, it always seems impossible until it's done. My ancestors remind me of my strength and my inner peace to understand that I am not defined by my experiences, but by my heart and the way that I help others. My unwavering fortitude was built through challenges and love from others. Today, our generation is charged with making transformative change. We must take our talents, apply effort, build skill to obtain achievement. We must understand that obstacles aren't failures, but experiences that help us build a better tomorrow. Find purpose and know that the quality of life is determined by your thoughts and decisions. So we must all think of success and make strides to an affirmative life. I stand before you today, Camila Brown, graduate of an Achievable Dream Academy, alumna of the Howard University, master's graduate of Meharry Medical College, and second-year Doctorate of Dental Surgery candidate 2020 of Meharry Medical College. And yes, life does get tougher. But when I think that my resilience is running short, I look myself in the mirror and I say, I am somebody, and that is an achievable dream. Thank you, an Achievable Dream, for believing in me.